Cena is a collection of innovative ceramics that are handmade and hand-painted in southern Spain. Passed down through the generations, our little graters have been part of Mediterranean kitchens for years. Each set comes with a bowl, a plate, a brush for cleaning and full instructions for use. Now this little plate can grate everything from soft to hard, from wet to dry. So soft things might be something like Parmesan cheese or chocolate. In our house, when we're serving pasta, we put the cheese on the plate in the middle of the table, pass it round and let everybody grate their own Parmesan. Hard spices like nutmeg are equally easy to grate. Now nutmeg is a great spice. It's really versatile. It works equally well in sweet as it does in savoury dishes, but it is hard to break it down. Rub it over the ceramic teeth and in seconds you've broken the nutmeg down into a fine powder. Now there's only one rule to the plate, and that is if you're working with a wet spice, you need to have a wet plate. So ginger, chilli, garlic, turmeric, if you want a zest, an orange or a lemon, you need to wet the plate before you work. Take a piece of ginger. Now ginger is really good for you. It's full of antioxidants, it's good for your stomach, it's good for your joints, it helps build your immune system, but it's not easy to break down. Our little grater plate purees ginger down into a paste in seconds. Because you're grating it into the dish, not only are you keeping all of that fantastic ginger puree, you're also not losing any of that incredibly good for you ginger juice. So if you wanted to separate your spice for a ginger tea or a hot toddy, then it's really easy for you to do it. To clean it, either pop the plate into the dishwasher or just rinse it off under the tap. Now the next thing we're going to work with is garlic. Now garlic again is really good for you. Loads of us love to cook with garlic, but I've yet to meet anybody who enjoys the preparation of it. The good news is you don't need to peel it. All you're going to do is get a sharp knife and just chop the point off to expose the flesh. The reason I don't need to peel the garlic, the skin is the wrong texture for the plate, it won't break it down. As it purees the garlic into the dish, it pushes the skin away towards my fingers. At the end, you're left with the skin and the root, and in the dish is garlic so soft it's like a butter. Now there's no fat, no oil, no dairy. I'm sure you'll agree, if you stood in your kitchen with a sharp knife chopping away, you'll be a long time till you achieve that lovely smooth texture that the plate has achieved in seconds. Now let's look at our grater bowls. Now the bowl is very similar to the plate, but it's bigger, it's got more depth to it, so you can do more things with it. The bowl is perfect for making things like tzatziki, alioli, any of your dips, salsas, salad dressings, marinades. You can even make a pasta sauce in this. Now one of my favourite Spanish dishes is tostada español, and it's incredibly easy to make. All you're going to do is start off with a little bit of olive oil into the centre of the bowl. Take a piece of garlic. Now remember, you don't need to peel your garlic. Just chop the end off just to expose a little bit of the flesh and rub the garlic into the centre of the bowl. Just do it to your taste. Next up comes the tomato. Take the tomato and cut it in half. Start to grate the tomato into the centre of the dish. Now this is going to puree the tomato right the way down into a paste and a sauce, and at the end you're going to be left with just the tomato skin. Now all you're going to do is add a little bit of seasoning, some salt, some black pepper, a little bit more olive oil, and then serve that with some toasted ciabatta or some fresh crusty bread. Absolutely delicious. Now if you want to add a bit more to your dishes, you could start by adding a little bit of basil into the dish. So pop the basil leaf onto the bottom of your bowl. Take the rest of your tomato and just start to grate over it. The grating teeth at the bottom of the dish will break down the herb into the sauce, and once again you're going to be left with the tomato skin. Now this bowl is strong enough to grate everything from, say, a cucumber, if you wanted to make a tzatziki. If you wanted to make a raita, maybe you could put a bit of mint at the bottom of the bowl and grate on the top of that. It's even strong enough to grate your root vegetables like carrots. Just run it over and it will break down even that strong root veg. Perfect for weaning mums as well. So if you've got a young baby and you want to introduce those first tastes of foods, this is a great little addition to your kitchen. So remember, each set comes with a bowl, it comes with a plate, it comes with a brush, and it comes with full instructions for use. and it's going to be a fantastic addition to any kitchen.